Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Monster of the Week. I know we've been gone for a couple weeks, but we are happy to be back and all feeling good and great and better. We do have a couple faces that are not here tonight or right now, I guess. We have Molly, who plays Morgan, who will not be on camp, but you will hear her own voice. Decca is currently MIA. Hopefully he will be able to join us later. I'm going to jump right into the sponsors just to get those good and out of the way, of course. We like to thank D&D Beyond. That is D, the letter N, D, Beyond.com. Decca's on his way. Just got that message. Even though we do not use D&D Beyond tonight, we do use it on Mondays and Thursdays, so be sure to check them out then. We also would like to thank Lucky Dice Cafe when everything blows over and we are allowed to go out and socialize and possibly sit around a table and play some D&D. Be sure to check that out in the Huntsville, Alabama area. We do also have a YouTube and a Patreon. If you would like to check out some of our past videos and our past games, be sure to check out our YouTube. They are all organized now. Maddie Decca is on the way. There's your warning. Alright, so it has been 2 weeks. I will do a little recap on what happened last time. The last time we... there was the plan to meet at the cafe to talk with Ralph some more. The cafe had a little accident and burned up a little bit. Questionably. The group went into the cafe, found some clues, was able to go back. James did some research and was able to find one of the locations of the group out in a field. We ended session with Stuart going with Pom Pom, who had been in the field and had burned up a little bit. Decca, welcome back. Or welcome in. Apologies. So last time we also ended up, Logan was the first on the scene and was able to talk with all of you and said that he would meet you at the house the next day to talk, to answer questions, and figure out what is sort of going on, I guess. It's about midday whenever Logan does arrive at the house. He doesn't meet you at the bookstore to take the portal through the door. He ends up coming onto the property through the forest. He's a little sweaty, but he arrives. Who would be at the house? Would everyone be at the house, seeing as Logan is said he would be there? I saw Jernia raise her hand. Jernia will be there. Cassie is more than likely there, I'm going to guess. What about the others?
Yeah, I'd probably be there.
Still be at the hospital? Like,
Madame Spinoli did come to the hospital once she got the call that Pom Pom was there, and she brought Bruno with her, and Bruno traveled with Stuart back to the circus on his bike.
perfect.
With Stuart in the basket.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, Stuart's probably at the house then.
Okay. Ralph, James?
I will get
James will
there
be
early
there.
and see if I'm allowed.
Shows up at the bookstore. Can I come in? Would anybody have any ill will towards Ralph not coming to the house? Jernia aside. Do I take silence as a no?
They may come.
He's
guess.
pretty much involved now. There's no stopping it. He
I
was
was mostly
there
just
when the
waiting.
clown exploded.
Yeah.
You know, just he's involved whether we like it or not.
New best friend.
Especially if you like it or not. Wait.
Once you see a clown explode together, you're friends for life.
That's the bonding experience.
It is.
Almost as good as girls' night.
You can get your hair did, do your nails, watch a clown just spontaneously combust.
It's
I
fun.
mean, both of these are technically ending in murder, so
But Pom Pom's alive. He's
almost
just
murder.
not feeling. He's just not feeling too great right now.
Attempted murder, then.
He's just not feeling too hot right now.
Attempted funny fire.
The joke gone wrong. All right. Logan would actually knock on the door instead of just walking in. He has a little bit of manners. Would answer the door
That'd
to
be
that
Cassie.
knock.
It would definitely be Cassie because it's at the house. It's at the mansion in the woods, so it's definitely gonna be Cassie.
He's knocking at a mansion in the middle of the woods. Huh?
I mean, that's usually
There's Logan.
grounds for a horror movie.
Giant
but
comes down stairs like,
Here comes Logan. He doesn't really wait for you to be like, oh, come in. He just kind of is like, it's okay, I know my way around, and
she
he
just
walks
steps
right
back.
in.
She just steps back. I mean, I found his dossier here in the mansion, so I'm not gonna argue with him. Just gonna let him do his thing.
Everyone's here? It's like counting heads, basically.
"Mm,
All right. Well, I have questions and I need to know what's going on, but I'm sure you have some questions as well. Maybe.
Well, I'm hoping that perhaps after you've asked your questions, that perhaps some of our questions will have been answered in the process. But somehow I don't think that's going to be quite how this works.
I will answer all of your questions if you answer my questions. That's about it. That's all we could go off of right now because I don't know what the fuck's going on. A clown in a field on fire.
Yeah,
With the
that's what we
same
got."
with the same stones in his pockets that were used to start the fire at the cafe.
That's news to me. Okay. Firestones.
Magic.
You know where the magic is coming from? How do you know about the clown in the field?
How do we know?
Me, the player, how did we know about the clown in the field?
That's what I'm sitting here thinking.
It was 2 weeks ago! I don't remember!
Right, surely everybody else remembers.
No, wait, it was 3 weeks ago! It was
No.
3 weeks ago!
So we found
Tracking the hot
one
rocks.
with power in it still, and then James, you did something to like scry it,
Hmm.
wasn't it?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, because I finally got to use my occult library.
Yeah.
That's right, we used magic.
Didn't burn down a church or anything.
He was prepared.
Some of the
It's early in the campaign yet.
I mean,
We're working on it. Gotta work our way up. So it was James who found it.
Yes.
Through magic. Okay. That explains that.
Be like a wizard did it or something.
Shit. Hate wizard. Hate magic.
Yeah, I
Magic
do too.
is
I do
unfair.
too.
You ain't got no magic either?
No.
Twinsies? What, Cassie? What? More twinsies?
He's just like staring at Stuart like,
Should hang out.
all right.
no. No. What else do you know?
We're missing 2 more clowns, aren't we?
Yeah,
Seems that way.
there's still pickles and God damn it! Hold on.
It's been almost a month, guys. Go.
Jingle.
Jingles and pickle. Pickles.
Yeah.
Pickles and jingles. Jingle
So
pickle.
we got 2 explosive clowns running around.
Potentially explosive.
Yeah, we don't.
Probably
Probably.
explosive.
Potentially too expensive. Two, maybe, explodey boys. Got it. I'll
Well,
get there.
that or the two potential suspects. Like I said, the stones were the same.
Hmm.
Now, did
Okay.
somebody, me or somebody else, get visions of what was happening at the coffee shop when it happened, or not? Looking back at it.
You saw a man in a tux with the 3 clowns.
Okay, I will bring the man.
With like long hair. That was the same guy that Ralph saw with the clown and explained to everyone about that.
All right.
Before
And
he just
also
disappeared.
from reading the cafe owner's mind.
Yes.
That was
Because
it.
the
Maybe that
cafe
was
owner
it.
was like, everyone that comes in is pretty familiar. This guy was not.
Then yes, we'll tell the town's only detective that long-haired guy in a tuxedo is involved in some way.
There's hundreds of those. I don't know how you're gonna find them.
Haired guy in a tuxedo. Okay, what? Do we know anything about him? I can only do so much. Has anybody? Do we have a face? If you can tell me what he looks like, I can probably draw it.
Well, I'll give whatever description the that I can get from the or that I got from the shop owner's mind.
Okay. Logan will work on drawing it. It's a messy sketch, but it matches what you saw well enough. So it's definitely something that can be used to keep an eye out for this guy, or for anybody who has not really seen this guy yet.
You know, anonymous tip called in. This guy was seen around the shop, so he wanted for questioning.
Yeah.
It'd be enough to get the town cops to keep an eye out for him. You know, you'd probably get them killed, but you know, you haven't given them names. They're not really people yet.
I'm going to name the whole entire town tonight. Okay. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's too many.
No. We all know how long it took you to give us the names and stuff for the dolls. We know we know you weren't doing that.
I have names already. I just didn't write up the description.
It's okay, Kunta. We love
But they're out. They're there. They're now. You have them. Even if you don't know them by name, most of the people will at least know them by description. Okay. So we have a sketch. No name. No. This dude's obviously never been in the town before. What? I know what happens in this house. I've worked in this house before. I've been part of this house's work before. What are you guys looking into right now?
Exploding clowns.
He's not wrong.
All right.
Do we have a hot trail on that?
I'm gonna go into the forest and let the forest spirits just turn me into a tree.
No, none of that.
Wait, they can do that?
The
Yeah.
guardians past the wall. Yeah.
See, that's the sort of questions we should be asking.
Well, hey, how did you get... I mean, you knocked on the door. I assumed you came through the... How did you get here?
Through the forest. There is a path. Well, it's a very hidden path, and it's marked by specific markers, and there are not spirits, they're like ents?
You mean those
Tree
tree
spirits.
things from Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, but smaller and more aggressive, and they will turn you into trees if you look at them.
Well, now that's just terrifying.
Uh-huh.
I think I want to stick to the
And-
magic doors we use.
And you guys just let people walk into the woods?
They're farther in the woods. Nobody usually there's unless you're looking for the path, usually people get turned around and end up going back to the camp. a magic of sorts.
Alright, well, hopefully nobody else just goes missing and winds up as a tree.
Only people that don't know to not look at them. They'll lead you here. You just don't look up at them.
Alright, well, it's good to know that we have an alternate way to get back to the mansion on the off chance that something happens to the bookstore.
It's a bit of a trek, maybe like 30 minutes, if you're going the right way.
So,
At this point, Tree Spirit, least of our worries.
Wrong.
I'm inclined to disagree, but that's mostly because I spend 90% of my time out here surrounded
So do I.
by said tree spirits.
So do I.
I
So
mean,
friendly spirits
Johnny,
here.
you have a house in town.
And I haven't been there. I've been here.
I will never sleep in this house.
Are they like close to the circus at all?
No.
Because I take Leek tree line. Okay.
There are other little spirits, but they mean no harm. This forest houses quite a bit.
I mean, sounds like they're protecting this place, so maybe we should be concerned for them, considering we have some idiot with fire magic going on.
I mean, I think for starters, we need to find those two clowns and the long-haired man in a suit.
Yeah.
And Stuart, I don't mean clowns as in...
Oh no, it's cool. I get it. That's their professional title.
Is
Wow.
that...
Professional.
It's not like... they don't actually have, like, entertainer. Like,
No,
their
you should
official
see their
title is clown.
It literally says clown.
Alright, then. Well,
Yeah.
we need to find those clowns before they spontaneously combust. Just like their compatriot. I'm not sure if perhaps you had any sort of leads, Detective. God, what is Logan's last name? Help, because I can't remember.
Detective.
No, his last name is not Detective.
Detective Logan. My last name is Logan.
Detective.
Logan.
Logan. Detective Logan.
He had it legally changed.
He had it legally, you know.
They wouldn't give him the title, so he just took it.
He's like Mario.
Exactly like Mario.
Exactly like Mario. It's fine.
So it's Mario and Luigi Mario? Yeah.
Huh. You know, you're right. I did have a name for full name for Logan. You think I, as a player, could remember that?
You mean
player?
You, the DM?
Me as the DM. I never gave him a real last name.
Because I'm about to just start calling him Detective Reed.
Don't.
I could have sworn at some point I heard that Logan was his last name.
No, I know who the NPC is because the NPC was tied to my character from the last game.
Alright.
So I know that
Colin
his first
Reed.
name is Logan, I just don't remember what his last name is.
Logan. Let's take a poll. I'm kidding.
You know what? Let me see if I can find it.
I feel like we were on this last episode, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Figuring out what his last name was?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because I just rewatched it too, but I don't remember ever hearing it.
Huh.
Because I'm a fool. Let's go with this.
We got the last name of a different cop. I think that's where I was mixing
Oh,
things
yeah.
up.
Because that was the cop Morgan tried to hit on and failed really,
Not
really badly.
hit on per se, mostly just persuade her to give us precious information that would have compromised that ongoing investigation.
You know what,
that
we're
would have
going with
greatly
Veers.
benefited us.
If only you'd paid attention in school.
Listen,
If only.
I'm doing great in school.
His last name is Veers. Veirs. Logan Veers.
Okay.
If it wasn't before, it is now, and if it was something else before,
He was lying about it.
Go Gadget retcon.
Yep,
I don't know.
exactly.
Beard sounds kind of familiar to me. I don't know.
He was just lying about it last time. It's fine.
he every single time you talk to him, he's gonna have a different last name. That's just his.
That is gonna drive Cassie nuts.
It's gonna drive me up a wall.
He's the living embodiment of the Mandela effect. His name's always been whatever he just tells us, but we remember it as something different.
He really has a superpower. His name is
Berenstein
Mandela.
star? Isn't he Logan Berenstein?
Oh no!
But it always starts with a B. Like, he changes his last name, but it always starts with a B.
Bernard. No, it was Bernard. I'm telling you, it was Bernard.
Well, it's Logan Veers. I
Logan
will
Veers
do
now.
the gentle thing and pin it, and I'll even. You know what? I'll even edit it because I know he'll hit me in the head. Detective
I'm gonna start a
Logan.
wiki.
Veers.
Start a wiki.
One of those
A wiki,
wikios.
a wiki, but it's just player knowledge, so it's not like completely done.
Yeah.
We don't tell V where it's at though, so we keep up with every time his name changes. Or anything.
Nobody sends me the link.
They're just Logan names. It's just like
Yeah.
fucking 4 pages.
Last
Logan.
session of the campaign, we put it in the chat.
I'm gonna start writing these names down
AKA.
and not tell anybody.
Well, Detective Veers, do we happen to have any sort of leads, perhaps, on the location of these clowns?
We got the message about missing clowns, but when the fire happened, it took a little precedence. So it's. He looks at Stuart and he's like, "I hate to say that the clowns were pushed aside for a moment, but they were pushed aside for."
No, it's good. I get it.
We got one, but of course we got the asshole.
Yeah.
Do we just tell you?
Sorry, repeat that for me, Ducka. I didn't hear it.
Do we just tell you then?
Where you've seen the clowns?
No. What other information we have?
That would be helpful. I can only do as much as I've worked in this place, and I hated working in this place. We need to come together on something like this. Whenever I get information, I will have Kiwi send it.
In emojis?
She loves emojis. I need to
She
get her her
does.
own phone.
It's just the buttons are all emoji buttons.
I never know what she's talking about, but it's fun. She likes it. Keeps her happy.
I'm of that age.
Her
I
emojis.
understand it.
That's okay.
I
was
speak
like,
emoji.
I was like, you what? Okay. I will have Kiwi actually send proper text. She knows how to send proper text. She just really enjoys emojis. Even if the moment to send the okay hand is not a good moment.
Sometimes
We're
it's
about
life
to
or
fight a
death.
big monster in the wood mill. Wrong moment, Kiwi. Wrong moment.
Yeah, I will admit I was a little bit shocked when that was the reply that I got back from your cell phone. Was just the emoji hand.
Well, I don't know. I can't make excuses for her.
Hey, look, you at least showed up. We got it all handled. Everything was fine.
So when are we gonna tell him we were in the building?
Building?
Yeah, the burnt out coffee shop.
Look, in my experience, you can't lie to people who are trying to help you out.
I mean,
Also,
yeah, but
there you go. You guys
do
moved out on like a lot of stuff.
you do realize that he now has to legally arrest the two of you because you admitted to breaking into a closed crime scene.
I fell in, officer. It's cool.
I tripped, fell into the back door?
Yeah. Huh? Logan,
What?
it's cool. We can't stop.
You also.
He doesn't have to if he's not on duty. I'm like eating Swiss rolls.
I can only imagine we have like a cupboard that is just filled with Swiss roll boxes of Swiss rolls just for
Perpetually
Morgan.
filled.
Yeah.
Most of them are empty.
No. As Morgan pulls boxes out and just devours them, somehow within the next 24 hours, there's boxes that have been replaced, so the cupboard is always full.
I've got a lot of hookups in hell. I can get a lot of Swiss rolls.
It's his one vice. It's Morgan's one vice is Swiss rolls.
Ooh, I got more than one, but Swiss rolls are on the top.
Okay.
And
So, trespassing on a crime scene.
Yeah.
You tripped and
who?
fell in, though, so that... Morgan, were you there?
I try to charm him.
God!
Hold on.
I don't know nothing about that. I was in Detroit.
Newspaper with that day's clipping on it there, James!
Can't have shit in Detroit.
Oh, my character sheet has been completely refreshed.
See that? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
All my type things are in there, but none of my things have been picked.
Cassie's looks fine. Sorry, I'm just... Okay. It's only yours, it looks like? Hold on.
Yeah, that's
Mine
weird.
looks fine.
Hold on. I remember I had 2 experience, and then I had 2.
I know
Things
you
are
had
weird.
Mental Dominion.
Yeah, I had mental dominion. I had just got a unquenchable vitality. That was the thing I got for leveling up.
Yep, I do remember that.
Flight, I can fly. Pure drive was my thing over here. Oops. Anyway,
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm rolling charm for mental dominion. We'll see how that goes.
Is it? Oh my god. At least it's not a fail?
It's not.
Pretty close to one.
Yeah, but I mean, at least it's not a fail.
When you gaze into a
Yeah,
normal
then you get
human's
experience.
eyes, Logan is a more normal human. You exert your will
Or,
over
you
them.
know.
Roll plus charm. On a 7 to 9, you hold 1. You may spend your hold to give them an order. Regular people will follow your order, whatever it is. Hunters can choose to follow the order or not. What's your hold 1? What's your order?
We're gonna forget that. You're gonna forget about that we just said that, okay? You're not gonna report that. Thank you.
So am I forgetting or am I not reporting? Do you know that he was going to report you?
Just forget we ever said that.
So forget
don't-
you ever said you were in the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want a Swiss roll? They make you feel better. Yeah, you do. Alright, and I give him one. I give
He
him
puts it
2.
down on the floor. He puts that one down on the
Excuse
floor
me.
as well. He just puts them down on the side. Because you
Don't
can
make
only
me
hold
do
one.
that again so that you can eat it.
You cut
Logan
out
is
there
kind
again.
of like Logan kind of just stops for a minute and his eyes just go they're a little glazed over as he pauses, and you hear Morgan say, "You're gonna forget about that. You're gonna forget we said that." Before he kind of comes back and he's like, "No, I don't want a Swiss roll. What were we talking about?"
A long-haired man in a tuxedo and exploding clowns.
Yeah.
Okay. long-haired man, exploding clown. Right, I have the drawing of the long-haired man. Is there anything else I should know about? Has anything else weird happened recently? Besides, I see a new face. Who
Hi.
are you?
Dad, I guess, is the best intro.
His name's Ralph.
Dead Ralph. Mm-hmm.
Just Ralph. Just Ralph.
Dead Ralph's a nickname. It's like part of our gang name.
He's
You know?
he's yeah.
I'm Damned Morgan. That's bitch Stewart over there.
Anyway,
I like it.
came in tracking weird stuff, found them. There's a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah, you found the weird ones. Okay, well, mission
Oh
accomplished,
yeah,
right?
hadn't somebody had been having nightmares about somebody burning this place down or something?
Oh yeah.
I
Morgan.
think can't remember if it was people sleeping
Everybody
in the
looks
house
at
or-
Morgan.
Might have been me.
And nightmares about this place burning has to do with what? Anything? Like,
They
what's
gave
the-
me a boo boo. And I show my arm. Completely scarred in. Pretty cool,
Cool,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, check this out.
Okay, hold on. That actually procs something here.
Spooky shit, man.
Spooky. Da.
I mean, really, I'm more concerned with that dream being of me before you met me, and also me being a corpse.
Nah. Could have just been a coincidence.
I know what that symbol is.
You do?
Is it teeth? I bet you it's teeth.
Well, then let me ask you a question since we've answered your questions. What does that symbol mean?
How astute.
It's sort of like it's like a bond almost. Morgan, that symbol actually connects you with someone right now.
Like that game
Here-
you play with straw wrappers, like if you break it and the knot is still on there, they're thinking of you?
What the hell did you just say?
What?
That must be regional. Never mind.
That is absolutely regional.
You, Morgan, weird, and also probably stupid question. Do you feel like you're forgetting something at all? Like, maybe a memory or something that feels blank?
I mean, now that you kind of mention it, I can't tell you what I'm forgetting, but I guess I don't realize what I'm supposed to be remembering.
Dangerous treading on Harry Potter.
Like a gap, you know?
Yeah, this is, working here, you guys have heard of the council. Don't say the full name, please. Not out loud.
I have now.
The
I've already said it like 4 times. They're probably alright.
Yeah, you know, like the fun Harry Potter thing where you say Voldemort and this fucking dude knows shit. Yeah, if you say the full title of that group, they know they're being talked about because they're not meant to be known.
Well, they must be fucking pussies because I've said that name so many times and nothing's happened.
I don't think you have, because every time you've gone to say it, some people have cut you off.
I've said it at least twice.
no.
Cassie has definitely said the full name.
What is the full name again?
From
Oh.
Players Village, Council of Echoes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
God, now I want to scream it.
Tyrannia,
Um,
Frost Nova. Everyone, shut up.
We have been informed of the dangers of saying that particular organization's name.
That's I don't remember her name specifically, but the one who gave you that mark is part of that group. I can at least tell you that. The only reason I know of the group is because of Quincy's grandfather. They worked with the group at the time to seal whatever was in the wood mill. Though did a shit job.
We
So
saw
was that
how well
a
that worked.
good thing? This bond?
Maybe. You would have had to been awake whenever she gave it to you. Do you remember anything? Like, do you remember when you got it?
In my sleep?
In a dream,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I don't remember getting it in the dream, though. I just woke up and noticed it.
Did she say anything?
She said it. They said it was time for me to go. And they led me out.
Okay. Nothing else? Not a warning or anything? Normally she doesn't come out until people are dying.
I saw the building on fire and all my friends dying. Is that something?
You what?
Nothing?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it was just more coworkers than friends. But okay.
well, I was about
Whoa.
to say that's really sweet of you. Freaking James.
And our new friend over here was in the dream before we even knew him.
Okay.
And they wanted me to warn our friend in town that they were coming.
Friend in town. Y'all make a lot of friends, don't you?
Yeah, guy that owns the bookshop.
Quincy. I know Quincy.
Yeah.
Horned Quincy. Okay. Explains why he skipped town. Warn
Yeah.
Quincy.
Yeah.
Warn Quincy of what exactly?
That they were coming. Very ominous, but they're coming.
That probably explains the fires and the fire stones and the fire magic. The long-haired guy? Maybe he's the warning?
Maybe he's the they that's coming.
Wasn't the thing in my dream, didn't he have really long hair?
Yeah.
Big thunk.
Dude, he looked pretty nice. But very ominous, very big. And he had your corpse, and I point to Ralph.
Yes, we get it. I'm going to die.
Yeah,
Again.
we don't
you're not
know that you're
necessarily
gonna
going to
die. Dreams aren't always concrete in what they're going to predict. Trust me, I have some friends that deal with fate. We'll see, man. We'll see.
And Ralph's already dead. Maybe he was just playing possum in the dream.
Yeah. I mean, do you have like a heartbeat or anything? Like, can people even tell that you're alive? So could you just play possum?
You know, I'm going to go with a yes.
So your blood does flow.
No,
Interesting.
I think he's
Why,
going
like
to
in
yes,
that
he can play
movie?
possum.
I think you got off the blue screen for a second.
Which movie? More bodies?
No, like aliens.
no, Ghost.
Oh,
Oh my.
we gotta make pottery, babe.
Mhm.
Nice.
Calyx Whisper plays in the
All
background.
right. Well, this is what are we talking about? This was a serious conversation. We're gonna die. Is that where we were?
I mean,
No, we're
Yeah,
not gonna
please.
die.
it sounds like you
Drink
could
more.
all die. Join me.
I'd rather not, thank you.
And you guys were laughing when I wanted to buy those fire extinguishers.
No. They were dying. You were dead. So you were
Ish.
special.
Mm.
I don't know about me. I think I was just a fucking, spectator of this event.
So you just left.
I
Oh
don't
no,
know.
you were in the
Right.
flames. You were like
Oh,
in
no.
the house watching. You were in the flames.
Oh, cool. All right.
But you were like the more conscious of everyone around me is dying.
Hmm.
I can pull up the dream if you want me to read
No,
it.
I copied and pasted it into something.
Okay.
I'll go get it. Yeah. Anyway, anything else you need to know, Mr. Detective, sir, man of the hour?
Yeah, well, that's me. Not personally, but here, I'll give you all my non-cell phone number so you can reach me instead of Kiwi. But if you want some fun emoji text, just text my cell.
Is Kiwi in the know about all the weird stuff around town?
I will say yes, but it is up to her to talk with you about herself. It's not my place. She knows some of the weird stuff. She mostly stays out of it.
Probably smarter than the rest of us.
Probably.
But unless you all need me, still, do you have any questions? Other questions?
No, I think we're good for now. I don't have any questions.
Can you get us badges?
No.
Like some form of authority that I can flash at people and be like, eh?
You didn't
No.
have to make it sound like you were asking a question. Eh?
Eh? I was asking. Give me a friggin' badge.
I mean, to be fair, you didn't ask if any of us had good questions.
You know what? You're not wrong.
You deserve that.
Well, where is all this hostility coming from, Stuart? I thought you just said we were twinsies.
Yeah, and then you didn't want to hang out. I'm gonna go chill with Ansel after and have the time of my life, and you're gonna go wherever you go and be real sad and grumpy. So
Maggie's
do
like,
that.
I don't have a say in this. What?
You'll have to excuse Stuart. People know we're bursting into flames. He's taking it kind of hard.
I don't care that Pom Pom went up in flames. I literally don't give a shit. But alright, never mind. It's good.
He's coping.
Whatever,
The
Logan.
coping process is interesting.
Stuart, maybe if we get to know each other better.
I'd say
for
we
now,
could meet over coffee, but not for a while. It's caught on fire.
There's literally a coffee maker over there.
No one
And the
wants to
bookstore's
go
got coffee.
at a coffee maker.
He wants it made by other hands.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if y'all have any good questions about not getting badges, those badges are out the window. Anything?
Is there anybody else in or around town that your group worked with back when you were involved?
Myself, Kiwi. I don't think so. Most, I mean, you know the Harpies. I'm sure? Oh, the Harpies, right? Did I just give up the Harpies?
Oh, we know that.
No, they were involved in the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're aware.
I think we got some of their feathers laying around here somewhere.
Yeah, they're definitely not bird people. Wink.
Why did you audibly say wink and then not wink?
I did.
Oh, well.
That's fair.
Sorry, I'm balls deep in a Swiss
Wink.
roll. I'm not paying attention.
Can I have one of those?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you.
Preferably when you're not balls deep in.
All right. Y'all enjoy those. I'm gonna go.
I mean, would
Bye.
you like the fast way back to town, or do you need to go get your vehicle?
Well, one, vehicle, but two, it's like old memories.
Be
I'm
safe.
gonna go through the trees. Maybe if I'm lucky, they'll kill me. No, I'm kidding.
I really
No.
hope not, Detective. I don't know if this town
No.
could take not having you at the helm of its fine police force. And before you say anything, no, I'm not a kiss ass. I also just don't want to have to go through the trouble of trying to train a new police officer in the ways of the supernatural.
Well, we
I
have
don't
Kiwi
wanna-
as a backup.
I don't want to have to tell Kiwi.
Sad emoji. Sad emoji.
Logan's dead. He
Gravestone.
got turned into a tree. Crying emoji. Okay, sign.
Actually, though, if he
Gravestone
gets turned into a
emoji.
tree, he could live for hundreds of years.
True.
Technically, he's not dead. He got turned into a tree. You're right. He just no longer has a human form.
Those Kiwi's emojis.
Oh no.
Yikes!
Terrible. I had to go with the Christmas tree because the Christmas tree was the most fun.
Oh god, absolutely.
Also, doesn't suit Logan at all. If he was a tree, he'd probably be like, I don't know, what's a boring tree?
Is it the Japanese maple that stinks so bad?
I think so.
Like at a certain time of year? I had a buddy used to have one in his yard.
It's around this time of year, I think.
It's whenever
Actually,
they start dropping their seeds.
you
and
know
stuff.
what? I have one of these in my fucking backyard. That explains a lot. Oh my god. That explains a lot. That explains so much.
Those are very good.
It's a shame none of the viewers can see all the emojis going up in the Discord.
A lot of plants, a lot of crying faces, a few tops.
Look, this group would miss Logan if he were to turn into a tree.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? Okay, if nobody else has any other questions, Logan is going to head out. Oof.
I forgot about oops.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
100%.
Logan does say if he gets any information that he will be sure to forward it to the house. He knows where and how to forward it to the computers upstairs.
I'll
Okay.
pretend I know how to use them.
You've got James and Cassie. At least. I don't know how Stuart and Ralph feel about the computers.
Don't.
I mean, I have a flip phone, so
Sure, you're right.
You have James and Cassie. And Morgan,
You have-
whenever we can get Morgan to stop eating Swiss rolls.
Never.
Or doing.
So
other
we have
types of
James and
rolls.
Cassie.
Horrible. All right. Logan has left the building.
Immediately turning to Morgan. Why would you do that?
Well, no, I appreciate it, Morgs. Thanks for doing that and saving me from having to go to prison. Maybe.
You give up a little bit, and they give up a lot more. That's how it works.
In prison?
You don't know that.
Do you... No, it is police interrogation 101. They literally do it in every cop show, and I don't know how many you may or may not have watched, but you've at least watched one. Everybody has.
Give a little bit of information, and maybe it's incriminating, maybe it's not. And they give up so much more. We were on the cusp.
I mean, okay, sure. But you and Stuart almost got yourselves arrested whether he was on duty or not.
Yeah, I fell in.
I don't give a shit.
If you admit to illegal and illicit activities, whether he's on duty or not, he has to arrest you.
Stuart didn't go. Didn't he?
So they call-
Was it?
No, everybody
not-
was in the.
No,
Everybody
two people
was in
didn't go.
No, some people stayed at the store.
I'm
Oh,
pretty
that's the night one.
2 people stayed at the store. Cassie didn't go, I don't think.
No,
Because I remember Ralph going, I remember Jernia going, and I remember James going, because James used
Cassie
to.
absolutely went.
Somebody
No.
stayed at the window of the
Morgan.
store as lookout, so that we saw that if they saw the
I
cops sitting
went.
across the street, they'd text us.
Oh, yes, you did
I
go, because
went
you were in the
because
front
I
of the
was
store.
looking at
I'm pretty
ledgers.
sure it was Morgan and Stuart that didn't go then. Because 2
Yeah.
people didn't go. Because somebody stayed on the front of the building to double check for people who were going. So, Stuart!
Yeah.
You didn't go. I'm pretty
Sorry,
sure.
I thought it was when we went during the day.
Oh yeah, no. You guys were talking about night, but Morgan and Stuart didn't go. So there's your information.
I'm not
Sorry.
sure about getting arrested.
Besides, he wasn't going to arrest anybody. He wants us to take care of the supernatural stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
We probably shouldn't push our luck.
Oh, should
No.
we could get? Okay, never mind.
You know, like Stewart should never admit to him that he stole a gun from somebody. Somebody
didn't
who
do
trusted
such a
him.
thing.
Fascinating.
Somebody who will probably get arrested if Stewart ever has to shoot somebody with that gun.
Well, no, guys. I got a knife now.
Huh?
Yes, it's a comb. God damn.
You don't even have hair. Why do you have a comb?
James said it was a knife.
I was about to say because he thought it was a knife.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you.
No, maybe Stuart will grow a beard. Then he can brush the beard. You don't know. You never know.
Perfect.
We can just stay there now.
Your Stuart cosplay is amazing.
Oh, there it goes. Thank you.
All right, sorry, you guys. Shouldn't have charmed and continue scene. There you go. You guys can keep going now.
So how do we want to try to track this guy down now? And do we
Well,
think it's just a guy with magic, or are y'all kind of like me and assuming that it's probably some kind of creature disguised as human?
Could be either or.
Morgan, do you know any demon types that do sort of stuff like this?
Like what? I'm sorry.
Set fires
Deliver
randomly.
fire rocks. Huh.
Yeah, fire rocks.
Fires? Not
like,
personally. I'm sure they exist though.
Called that.
So, is he just like, is he a member of the council?
Of what?
You
Ralph?
don't remember seeing him in your dream. There's any information that you guys have actually looked up on the council. You're never given names. There was only 2 names that are out and known. Morgan, you remember the name Odette.
And I think the only people I saw in my dreams
You saw
were women, right? I think
you
I
saw
only
2 women and a guy.
Oh, and I saw.
You saw Odette, who was a younger looking blonde woman. You saw an older looking woman who said you shouldn't be here, it's time for you to go. And there was one large male that was standing off to behind the older woman. Those were the only people you saw, but you saw a bunch of chairs around a large table.
Yes.
But you remember the name Odette, and then there was a name thrown out from the dying divine in the first hunt. That was Adelia.
All right, I'll ask. How much of this are you actually telling Ralph?
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Yeah, I was about to say, you kind of in the shit now, bud.
All right.
Someone's gotta shovel it.
I will also remind you guys of the things that you found in the coffee shop besides the half-lit stone and the multiple-lit stones. You guys had also found information in the office where there was papers missing in a pile for someone had died in the owner's family recently, and he had been left an item. Some of the papers from like the will, not the will. I don't think the will. There had been information on a certain artifact that was there that was missing. You don't know what the artifact is, but you know there are like papers that were missing from a stack.
Can you scry on where the papers would be if you use other papers from the same book?
That's a very good question.
That was from your occult library that we used that, right?
I was using my cult library to do the scrying because when I use it, I get a plus.
Yep. I'd say you can't. I wouldn't say you can't.
So yes, potentially I could. I would need to go back to my place then.
Can we come?
It's kind of
Can we
small. I don't know if everybody
So
would
am I.
fit.
I'm pretty interested in occultist stuff.
And I'm just kind of really curious.
You know, never mind. I've scanned most of my stuff in on my phone here, so let me just check that.
Well, you know what? I'll just stop by some.
I'll just swing by. I don't know where you live, but I'll swing by.
Stuart, you could come to my house whenever you want.
Thank you.
We'll hang out. There's not much to do. They could play, I don't know, Animal Crossing or something, I guess. That's it.
Shoot some ladders?
Oh, no, we shouldn't be using guns and shooting ladders.
What?
So get scrying, my man.
I will retreat to the house's library.
Okay.
That should probably count as an occult library too. So
It sort of does. Yes, you're not wrong. And Grimoire is preparing with your toes.
let's
Yeah.
see. Use magic.
Now,
Alright.
here's the question of the ages. Did you take some of those papers with you? Because you had found the information, but I don't remember if any of you took the papers.
Well, if you don't remember, then yes, we must have.
Absolutely.
It only
You
makes
know what?
sense.
I'll give it. It's fine.
Sorry, which spot for the papers?
From
Sorry?
the
The papers
coffee
that were
shop.
in the office of the burnt coffee shop.
In the coffee shop.
Are breaking and entering.
I
Investigation.
definitely looked at them. I just can't remember if I took them.
You looked to see if people in the shop were shady. I do remember that.
You know what? It's been 3 weeks. Let's just say I took them.
Okay.
Because I don't fucking remember. I took evidence from a crime scene. I am... Oh my god, if I'm caught, I'm so going to jail.
All right. Yeah. We will say that you have them then.
Okay.
All right. So you have +1 going forward because you're using your occult library. and we will get to use magic. That's not where I want to be. Apologies. Sorry, I was just going to see something. I'll let you have your character sheet.
Guess
I
this
got
would be
really
observed another place in time.
Banish the spirit or curse from the person object.
Now, assuming observe another place or time would be, see where
Yeah, that would work.
where the rest of the papers are.
It'd
Or
be,
whatever.
yeah, it'll be like observe another place. I'm gonna say.
Okay.
The
Alright, so I need to
time
roll my
is
weird.
now.
Oh, you weird. The time is 12. That's what we're seeing, and you get +1 going forward. So just put the
Okay.
1, not the plus. Apologies. Ooh.
That was not particularly good.
Nope. So that's a fail.
It is an experience, though.
It is an experience. You are correct.
you.
Okay. All right. You take the time to set up the same way you had for the stone. You make sure to set the papers out. Make sure everything is good and set. You know nothing is going to explode here, so you don't really have to worry about that kind of thing.
Are you sure?
You do see another place. You see an old building that looks run down and is actually not. It's not a place that somebody's living in, basically. It's just an old rundown building. And you see him, the long-haired man in the tuxedo. He is holding onto the papers and he is reading something. There seems to be a pause and a shift, and where you are looking, he's gone. You can take the moment and you can look around the room just to see, maybe you can catch a marker of where this is or what house this is. It doesn't look familiar. And as you're turning, you see him again. And he's staring at you.
Well,
You know you're-
shit.
You know you're not physically there. You know you're just kind of moving your mind to see someplace else, but he is staring at you and he is smiling.
Yeah, I've seen those last 2 Star Wars movies. I know how this works.
Ah. So you're who I need to find then.
No, I don't think I do. I don't think I am.
We'll see. And then
Well,
there's
what you
a
reading there?
and then there's a break. And you are back as yourself in the mansion. Looking down at
James,
the
everything
records.
went perfectly, I imagine?
No. I think the Brits would say it went kind of tits up.
That's vulgar. But I get what
Yeah,
you mean.
yeah. It's the nicest
What
thing I can
happened?
think to say.
What happened?
I couldn't tell where he was. The man in the tuxedo had the papers. I couldn't tell
Okay.
where he was. Some abandoned house or abandoned building or something.
Okay.
And he saw me and spoke to me. I should probably be going.
I'm sorry. He
Oh,
what?
we are going to die.
I'm sorry. He what?
I think it's a great tragedy. I think us knowing this to investigate it is what causes it to happen.
James, you keep that fire extinguisher I gave you.
Is what causes.
It will not leave my side.
Fire nugget.
Don't tease me with chicken you cannot hand me, dick. Anyway, yes, he looked at me and said, "Oh, you must be who I need to find." I told him I wasn't, but I don't think he was buying it.
you say you were
Probably
like
not.
Vin?
I didn't think to. I should have.
Just like double cursing Vinny.
If Vinny's not dead by the end of this, I would be genuinely surprised by everybody. Everybody's just gonna show up on Vinny's doorstep like, you Vinny?
Cannoli?
When I remember, you're gonna kick your ass.
Vin-
Listen,
I heard you were
You
talking
called
mad
me.
shit.
you summoned me. No, I didn't. You... Lied to me
Cody's gonna
again.
come back and Vinny's like half dead. Like, what happened?
He's gonna come back as Vinny. So Cassie, James did the scrying. He
It
do
did
you want to
not go
repeat
well.
what you saw, James? So Cassie can also hear you.
Oh, sure. I saw the man in the tuxedo, long-haired man in the tuxedo reading the papers. There was like a stutter or a flicker, and then he was standing somewhere else looking at me. And basically said, "Oh, you're the one I need to find." I told him I wasn't, but he wasn't buying it.
Basically, we need a rock proof place.
Is there any chance, any possibility that he could track where you made that scrying from?
Maybe. I don't know, because it's magic. And I don't know what kind of magic he does.
Oh, that's
Well,
a yes.
It's possible.
That's probably a yes.
Alright,
It's a possibility.
so you have just put the mansion and everybody who's staying here in the mansion at very serious risk.
Maybe. The mansion might be
Yeah.
cloaked. We don't know.
I feel like if the magic was cloaked, you wouldn't be able to use magic.
Maybe it's like a two-way mirror. It goes one way but not the other. I don't know.
No,
I
it
didn't build
really
the
doesn't
place.
work
You know what?
that way.
I'm really hoping it's a two-way mirror kind of situation, because if it's not,
Though in the dream, he was already here burning the place, so.
oh wait, was it the mansion that Morgan saw? Burning?
I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, yeah.
Nope, it was.
So,
I mean, that's fair, and hopefully it won't come back to bite us in the ass, as it were.
Do you guys want to start doing these meetings at like a public pool or something?
I mean, we were gonna do it at a cafe, so no.
I'm just saying we're dealing with fire at pool.
We'd have to all be in the kiddie pool for you, man. And I don't know.
I can swim.
Hey,
I mean, yeah, but do you float?
What? I don't know. I did the
Because
dog
swimming's not
paddle. What
floating. Because swimming's not floating.
Kick his
so
leg.
anyway, yeah, we should probably start fortifying around here. Maybe buy some extra fire extinguishers. Hey, Stuart, let's go get some extra fire extinguishers.
That's the best thing I've heard all day. Let's do it.
Well, then I will
We're
leave
totally
that.
not going to load it in my truck and drive somewhere else.
We can put fire alarms around the tree line.
I don't think that's necessary.
It doesn't hurt.
All right. Hang on.
Yes, Ralph.
Yes, Elsa. Do you have any traps you can set?
Dude, that was a bad joke. Just let it go.
I'm imagining that
I
through a
mean-
mouthful of.
I mean, we are venturing into the great unknown.
I hate all of you. I'm sorry, Monster of the Week will not be back after this session, starting right now. Everybody say goodbye.
I can't believe we went almost fucking 2 hunts without making an Elsa joke at Darnia.
We needed Steve here to unlock that potential.
In reality, I shot first with him, so it's okay.
See, that's that tension I was mentioning the other day.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, what? You
Nothing.
what, Ralph? What's
Nothing,
that?
just a lot of-
What's that? Stuart?
Can you set traps?
I mean, maybe with some work?
Good enough?
The next time that detective comes by, that he gets hit by it.
Traps that you can disarm.
He's only
Yes?
frozen solid for at least 2 seconds. Just enough for you to get out there to make sure it's who you need to get frozen.
The only thing about the traps is that it's not. I can set it, but it's not like it tells me it goes off.
I mean, you get a snowball in the nuts hard enough, you'll be fine.
You gonna run that by me again?
No.
Good.
I love that. That's
I
fun.
can turn you into a popsicle.
You already did.
Just his feet.
All right. So if this guy, let's assume for a second that this guy can track us. Do we want to fight him here? Since Visions of the Future have already shown us that that's not going to work, or do we want to try to find him somewhere else? Can we steal a fire truck, maybe?
Well, I think perhaps fighting him here might be our best bet, as it would reduce the amount of casualties experienced by the town.
Can we drive a fire truck through the forest?
Have you ever seen a tree turn a fire truck into a tree?
I want to.
Well, we could just find him somewhere in town with a fire hydrant.
What's the plumbing situation like here?
It works.
As we all try to think of ways to block fire magic.
Does
I'm right here.
my
Not
service
mean a
have
reliable
one of those
way.
one of those little clown fire trucks?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah.
Hell yeah! Everybody,
Go ahead.
we gotta rob my business again. We can get a little clown fire truck.
How awful is your boss that you're willing to just constantly rob her?
I mean, it's that or we all die in a fire. So just you pick one.
I mean, is it? But on the other hand, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I begin to freeze the table that we're sitting by solid.
I mean, I will say, as Jernia is prone to ice magic, there's only so much you can do to protect every single person around the table. And you don't know what level this guy does. You just know that
Nope.
he's... You actually have even said that it's chaotic. It's not trained fire magic.
I know I can protect us from fire bombs.
Just one thing.
You could always get some firefighter turnout gear.
Alright, look, regardless, we might be getting ahead of ourselves here.
No, we do
Sorry?
still have 2 clowns to find.
So I think perhaps we should focus on finding the clowns.
Turn it into a real game of cat and mouse, but all right.
Jesus Christ. I apologize.
I was like,
Here come the clowns.
It was great. No, I apologize. A friend sent something on Snapchat, but it was a fucking 2-second video clip, and it had sound, and I had my volume on my phone for the first time in ever. So sorry.
That's okay. Not to abuse James's powers and nothing, but could he scribe me to find the clowns? I'm around them a lot.
I mean,
Needs something personal possession of the clowns.
Well, okay, so we could just rob the circus pretty good today.
Oh my god.
They've got their tents.
You can't.
I'm in.
You bastard.
This is always good.
Ralph is like, yeah, let's fucking do it.
Ralph's gonna do it. I see Ralph.
Why do I imagine Stuart getting himself fired, and that's how he was able to hang out with the group for the rest of the campaign?
Well, if you're gonna go do that, then go do it. I will sit here and think of ways I can, I don't know, set traps, I guess.
this is clearly the most reasonable way to accomplish any of. I guess you could call it a plan. Let's call it a plan.
So we're going to the circus to steal stuff? Who's all going?
I'm not.
Jeremy is like, no. Cassie has standards.
Breaking and
Morgan-
entering, fine.
James.
It's not
Stealing
breaking
for
and
clown.
entering.
No.
Yeah, I'll go.
No. Cassie's okay with breaking and entering, but stealing? Maybe not.
Or dying.
We are
Paperwork. Don't
borrowing.
talk to me about stealing, Cassie.
We are borrowing items to try to find these people.
Okay.
So we'll not be
Shove them
involved in
back
trying to
into the-
steal
the
the
car
the
afterwards.
clown's fire truck. Though.
Also, to
Yeah.
be fair, if the cops didn't deem those papers worthy to be taken into evidence, then
Yeah, because it's
I
because it
understand,
was
I
their
understand.
inventory papers.
I know.
They probably looked through them, said nothing is out of the ordinary, just like you had said.
Look, I just don't
So
want to
anyway.
steal from the circus, because the circus has been nothing but good to this town.
Until a kid got sick there, and then
That wasn't
then
the
clowns
kid's
started-
fault.
And then
it
clowns
wasn't the
started exploding.
circus's fault.
started exploding. The circus is being a little bit trouble seas here, you see. All
Anyway,
right.
James will drive Stuart out to the circus and then wait in the truck while he goes and does whatever he's going to do.
Okay.
Is Wolf coming too?
Is Morgan and Ralph going into the circus with Stuart?
Sure.
Okay.
We gonna need makeup or anything?
No, that's cool. You guys are freakish enough.
Hmm.
Maybe you should pull out like one horn.
Yeah, just pull out your horns.
I'm gonna use my mental dominion and exert my will over Stuart.
I was wondering when you would get around to doing that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make him say, "I'm so sorry. You look so beautiful, and you never look like
Oh,
a freak.
jeez.
You're the most attractive out of all of us."
So here's the thing.
Roll there. I wasn't looking.
Oh, that's a 12.
He rolled a 12.
Okay.
Hmm.
So on a 10 plus, you hold 3. But here's the thing. When it comes to hunters
Yeah.
can choose to follow the orders or not.
Hmm.
Morgan, I apologize from the deepest pit of my heart. I have sorely hurt you, and quite honestly, day by day I find you more attractive. I am more and more confused when I'm around you, but in a good way.
That's what I thought.
What?
Apology accepted.
Stuart, you can mark experience.
Ooh, Yahoo!
Yeah!
Yahoo!
Yeah, for like 2 games, we're up to 5 or 4.
Thing. If they follow the orders, it's actually part of mental dominion for you to mark experience.
Yeah. So if I cast mental dominion on you, and you get the choice to choose to do it or not, if you do it, you get that experience.
I'll never not do it. It's more fun to just do it.
That's fair.
You're not wrong.
No, I don't want to have fun. Thanks.
Y'all just want to XP grind?
Hell
Make you
yeah.
do random shit.
You there, make me coffee.
Oh yeah.
Get me Swiss rolls.
You there, put a second Swiss roll inside of this Swiss roll. Faster!
Swiss burrito.
Make me the biggest Swiss roll. I will sleep in it like a burrito. Am I wrong? Would Morgan not do that? Eat his way out?
No, he would.
There, see.
Y'all think for his pure drive that my emotions was lust that I'm driven on? Nah, it's hunger.
You know, I feel
Gluttony.
you know
Lust.
those pizza the pizza slice sleeping bags?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like Morgan has one, but it's a Swiss roll.
That's the real artwork we need.
It's just
Morgan,
sleeping
Morgan in a Swiss roll.
sleeping bag.
Well, now my question is it woven together with Twizzlers? Like
Oh,
the thin one?
No.
yeah, sure, why not?
I don't know if Twizzlers and Swiss rolls go together well. I don't know.
No, they don't. That's not the point.
I don't think you want to know like the kind of combinations and snacks that Morgan has made. He would make a stoner like sob.
Peanut butter and beans? You bet.
Hmm.
Peanuts are beans!
I'm just gonna stay back here, guys. Goodbye. I'm gone.
Anyway,
Yeah, onto the circus?
Into the circus. Ralph, Morgan, and Stuart. Stuart, you are leading the way. I take it.
You betcha.
I want to say it's about it's afternoon. You're looking at maybe around like 3 to 4. By the time Morgan came in, it was probably about 10, 11. It's about 3 or 4 now by the time you guys get to the circus. It's a couple hours until the show for the night. Stuart, you know that. Are you just nonchalantly walking in before the circus opens?
Yeah, why not? If these two are cool with it, I mean, I'm an all-access pass, baby.
I mean, do we need to scope the place first? Do you know exactly where we're going? Do you have an exit
tent's over
strategy?
there. Tent's over there. The big tent's over there.
Yeah.
Chuck's probably just around the corner here.
Now, Stuart can walk anywhere he wants to in the circus without drawing any attention.
Yep.
But if he starts taking a couple of strangers to the tents, to the tents or trailers or wherever, where people sleep and keep their stuff, that may draw attention.
I don't know if it would draw attention with Morgan though, because Morgan and Stuart have been hanging out pretty frequently.
I don't
that's
think
fine.
at the circus.
Yeah, I don't know how much of the circus people would be familiar with that, though.
One of
I
the
mean-
officers has a knife.
Circus
Anyway,
place,
James
so-
is like, I'm staying in the truck. Stuart, we don't need anything big. We just need a small personal item from each of them.
Yeah, I know it's cool. They got all their makeup and stuff. We can probably just take something out of that.
Or they got extra little squeaky noses or whatever.
Yeah.
Please don't bring any underwear.
Shoes. Shoes.
I mean,
are
it would
good.
work, but
But
please don't.
how many don't have any underwear? It's just a little circus trade secret. Keep that in your head.
I'll take it to my grave.
Don't like that.
Clown
like that.
mangoes.
Thanks. I hate it. God.
Yeah, we can just waltz in. No one's gonna notice. Place is busy.
Open right now. And everybody's a little on edge with the missing clowns. Just saying.
So here-
You're going
You-
to the tents where the clowns sleep. How many clowns does this circus have?
8?
8.
a lot of
And
clowns.
3 are missing. Clowns share a tent.
Yeah, it's like a frat.
Like, you know, like little
It's
frat.
like a frat house.
Circus frat.
Yep. The clown's frat house.
Late night pie facts.
When you hear squeaking coming from the clown's tent, you know it's not anything bad. It's just them smacking each other while they're fucking still wearing their noses and running around in their shoes.
While doing shots of whiskey from the little flower that like sprays.
You know, when clowns do the show where they spray from the flower into other people's mouths, just straight whiskey.
Let them spray you in the eye. They don't wash the tube very often.
Oh, it's good. All right. You're going into the tent, Stuart.
Yeah.
Okay.
A laundry pickup.
Okay. There are a couple other clowns in there. Not the like whole 3 are missing. Not all 5 of the rest of the clowns. There are like 1 or 2 clowns in there. Laundry pickup. Wow. Okay. Unbelievable for the clowns. Do the clowns usually do their laundry? That's the main question I have.
I've always thought Stewart was just like a gopher. He's not
Okay,
really
so he would always do things like something like that.
yeah,
Okay.
like whatever he's got to do, you know.
Okay.
Stuart's still wearing a singlet.
What?
This I don't know why I pictured Stuart in like a singlet.
No, he's always had like overalls on and
Okay.
like a just a work shirt.
I don't know why I pictured him in like a wrestling outfit.
Because I was making jokes about him being that wrestling clown. I forget his name.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's probably
what
where
it
you
was.
got that.
Doink. I think it was Doink.
Doink. Yeah.
It was very much doink.
So yeah, laundry.
Just the size of Hornswoggle.
If Stuart has been a gopher for this circus, the clowns don't find it very odd as they start just kind of pointing you in the directions of their stuff and their clothes and their laundry.
Cool, fellas. I'll get this back to you ASAP.
And then while the steward's in there picking up stuff, probably just gonna snag a couple of things from that he would know is like pickles and pom-poms and whatever. Or not pom-pom.
Jingle. Yep.
Jingle.
All right. Yeah. There's no issue. You guys are able to you are able to grab a couple things.
There we go.
All right. You walk back out. You meet Morgan and Ralph with a laundry basket full of clothes.
Is that how we're escaping?
Yeah, you're gonna come in. You're gonna hop in here, this basket, and I'm gonna get the. No, it's just my cover story. No, we're gonna go grab the truck.
Is this fire truck a big fire, like that big kind of clown fire truck, or is it a small fire truck?
I figured it's what I linked in the Discord.
So it's a pretty big fire
Well,
truck.
it's the size of a car. Well, like a truck. You know, like a Ford.
It's like the size of a pickup.
It's enough
Yeah.
you could cram 8 clowns on it.
Yeah.
Yep. And you're stealing that?
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, this is parked behind the clown tent.
Oh, perfect.
So what do you do with the laundry basket first of all?
Just dump it by the door.
Left. Okay. All right. Ralph, Morgan, you see Stuart just drop off the laundry basket right where he basically brought it out and just leaves it there and leads you back towards the clown car. I don't know what you two were picturing for the fire truck clown car. It's a big little fire truck car.
Not what I was expecting. I'm going to be honest.
No one ever expects it, but it is functional.
That's what I wasn't expecting.
Surprise!
Hey,
So do you know how to hotwire things?
do I know how to hotwire things?
Okay, that's what I thought. See, I'm not surprised.
breaks into one thing. I know you know how to hotwire shit.
Yeah.
Fucking rogues.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I do actually want to see something really quick because you have a skill for that, don't you?
I don't know if I do actually.
Okay, you got plus. Okay, plus that, plus
No.
that. Oh, I thought you did.
You know, I actually think I had a couple things unchecked. Like,
Oh, you have burglar. Sorry, that's what it is.
yeah,
Sorry, that's what I was thinking it was. I just wasn't looking at if I do actually like if you guys do look over your character sheets and you notice stuff is missing or you remember stuff you had, make sure to check it because I have not
Yeah.
messed with your character sheets.
I think that
'Cause
Roll20 had an update and things got goofy.
Yeah, it may because even looking at your character sheet right now, it does look like some things have been updated and switched. And I just mean it looks like almost like it was a visual update, a little.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
if it works better now, that's
No,
fine.
they what I think it might have been is that they added the new. They added
Yeah,
the new
remember-
sheets.
They were. Remember we were
yeah,
looking at the
okay.
one
Yeah,
that
they
had all these
totally did.
luck things added.
So I think that's what happened
There.
to Molly's.
That's I think yeah, because Maddie the pararomantic is in here. They've added
Yeah.
all the new character sheets.
Can
Ooh.
you assign me a new character sheet just so I don't lose everything I have on this current character sheet if I switch it over to the pararomantic? Please.
That's not Maddie. That is Chloe.
Oh.
That's also not Maddie. There we go. Sorry.
Thank you.
I will do one thing though, which is update this really quickly.
I'm gonna look up that playbook that I
The hex.
James.
What am I doing here?
As I
found it,
patiently wait for the character sheet to appear in my journal.
Hold on. I do remember where this is now. There you go. You should see it.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm trying to see something.
It's okay.
Never mind. I know actually no. Yep. Actually, there are some new fucking things that I just saw in there, and I'm just like, what are those? Apologies. Sorry. All right. Moving on. It's interesting. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, you've already sent it to the pararomantic. Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry, I switched up for you. All right. It was burglar. Sorry that I was thinking you had Ralph, which you do. I know you do. So we're gonna hotwire a car, right?
Yeah.
All right. Take her away.
I mean, would it still be doing the same thing as burglar, basically? Because
Yeah.
I want to
That-
make sure because
It says you're breaking into a secure location. This is supposed to be a secure location. I will give you the burglar stats for that because you are sort of taking some.
a little bit,
Just
All
a
right.
little. Just a tiny baby bit.
All right. So let's see here. Where'd you go? There'd you go. That was sharp, right? Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
A 9. Perfect. So on a 7 and 9, you do get to pick 2, which you get an undetected. I'm gonna say like you can easily start it undetected if you want. You don't leave a mess. You find which you were after, which I mean you'd easily find whatever you were after
I
here.
mean, yeah, we're basically there on 2 of them anyway. So if you
Yep.
don't mind me picking the other 2.
undetected and you don't leave a mess.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
All right. Oh yeah, you definitely don't leave a mess.
There's oil everywhere.
There's just oil everywhere. Yeah, you're able to start it and get it out of its sort of parked spot and roll it down. James, I am gonna say you do see it coming from behind one of the tents. I don't know what James was expecting when it came to either a small fire truck or a large fire truck. But this is a car-sized fire truck that is rolling away from the behind one of the tents now. As it's getting closer to the road, you can see that Ralph is the one that's driving it. That Stuart isn't like the passengers.
No, Stuart didn't hop in.
Sorry, Stuart's what?
Didn't hop in.
He didn't hop in?
No.
Didn't hop in. All right. Where's Morgan?
Watching in astonishment.
Driving this car, sort of out of the circus.
I was gonna say to Ralph, if anyone asks who you are, you're Vinny.
Done.
A running joke. Okay. Okay. Now here's the question. Where are you taking this fire truck? Because it is a car-sized fire truck. Unless Stuart, you have changed your mind on the way this fire truck is. Because I see.
Yeah, the other one's so much better, but I should stick with the.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is a car-sized, fire truck. Easily noticeable, I'm going to say.
Take it to the chop shop to get repainted.
That's how it works in Grand Theft Auto.
You're gonna lose all your stars, dude.
The bookstore. I mean, it has a door, but I don't think you can fit the car through. And right now, none of you really know the path to the house through the forest.
That's why I asked.
Have we exchanged phone numbers with everybody?
Oh no, he's gonna drive to the mill.
It's the best place to hide it.
Exactly what I was thinking.
It's a nice place to have a big fight. There's no bystanders. There's probably still water under the place, so we can fill up the truck.
I was thinking all the same things. I was like, you know what?
Every boss battle we're ever gonna have is gonna be in the mill.
Hell yeah!
You know, I there are other grounds that you can have fights at, but I mean, if you guys want to keep going to the mill,
I mean, we could take it to the high school, pull a full Buffy.
I hate this.
People would be around the high school though. Nobody's going to that mill anymore, so.
Right.
I'm not even there, and I hate this.
You're like looking over a bug or something. You're like, fuck.
Wasn't the mill
Journey is like.
Wasn't the mill
Say again?
tore down?
Yes.
there are still like piles of wood and stuff
Okay.
like from the mill being flattened, but they deemed the mill unsafe, so they did tear it down. But there are like piles of like basically
parking
rubble
lot.
and old machinery at
Right.
there.
Great for Urban X.
Ooh.
Journia is like somewhere back at the mansion, like drawing runes or trying to like make traps or something. She's like, idiots have done something. I just know it.
Everybody that wasn't involved in this little escapade gets a text.
Just a picture of Ralph like waving in this big fire truck.
We may have
Just
made a
the-
terrible decision.
It's just a dinkle.
Dinkelberg, Ralph.
Ralph.
He could be
You
Ralph
get the finger
Dingleberg.
guns and everything.
I love that. Ralph is now my favorite. Sorry, everybody else. It's the finger guns.
She
It's
just has
Buddy
to
Ralph.
try. She has to like resist the urge to like completely turn her phone into like a popsicle.
Turn it into a popsicle.
I just needed socks or noses or something.
The fuck is that?
WTF?
All right. What are you doing with this fire truck? Because I am giving you limited time before people start to notice that this fire truck is driving out of the circus.
As he drives by me, James will roll down the window. Take it to the mill. Rolls the window back up. Debates leaving Stuart and Morgan there.
Yeah.
Debates just, truthfully, he's debating just skipping town. He's rethinking all of his life choices.
On
Is
the
it
road
bad
again.
that Cassie's also rethinking her life choices and really heavily considering, just asking Ansel, can we go? Can we just not be here anymore?
Can we just go to Japan? It's fine.
Seriously, you guys act like this when we do a Stewart plan? Come on. I had a fire I had a fire truck in my library at the fucking church house. I got a book on how to fight fires. Oh, fuck all y'all.
Oh,
My vampire boyfriend can just suck the fire out of the fuck off.
that has never come up with Cassie at all.
Stuart's right, damn it.
He is, and we love him for it. We truly, truly do.
I'll just lockpick the fire out of fuck you can't do that.
Any of y'all ever watch the fella that did the Ren and Stimpy cartoon did one called The Ripping Friends,
I love the Ripping Friends.
Yes, I saw.
where
a
Jimmy was the most advanced human on the planet. That's how I'm imagining Stuart now. He seems idiotic, but he's truly the most advanced human around.
Fuck.
To be fair, if I'm not mistaken, Stuart's plan was the plan we went with when we fought the Black Ooze at the sawmill to begin with. And it worked out.
So clearly he's infallible.
Clearly.
Yeah, I'll just oops up some plans here.
Or his guardian angels on steroids one. Just, it's protecting Stuart, but it kind of covers us all.
by association.
Stuart
Yeah, wait.
really got me.
So I'm going to the mill.
Stuart's hopping in James' car.
I will
like,
say
"Hey."
that
I'm hiding it somewhere in the mill. In the, I suppose,
In the
rubble
rubble.
around the mill. Yeah.
yeah, there's a large enough pile of machinery that just got left there until they can actually take it down and take it away, that you can hide the truck behind. I apologize. Yep. You are able to drop the truck off, and was James going to the mill to pick him up at all?
I guess I have to. I don't want to, but I guess I have to.
James, the taxi service.
This is why I don't
Oh.
steal from the clowns. It's bad juju.
It is bad juju.
This is going to be fun. All right. Can't wait for Madame Spinoli to ask, where have you seen the truck, Stuart?
We're just losing stuff left and right. First my gun.
A lot of crime in this town, you know?
There's my gun, then the clowns, now the truck.
Usually it's things going missing from the town and we get blamed, but it's things going missing from the circus.
Gotta leave this town soon. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
what?
Stuart Angel. Yeah, that's Stuart's guardian angel, all right.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit! Yeah! Yeah, that's it.
Hey, to take care of Stuart, he'd have to be jacked. I'm just saying. Little guy, big troubles.
Broly with wings. Holy shit.
Basically.
Just one winged angel playing in the distance.
I have a smile cramp now. Oh God.
So the entire drive, James is not saying anything to Stuart.
James, you alright, bud?
Hmm?
Turn
Yeah,
on the
you good?
radio.
Well, you
But
listen
it's
to
really low, so it's like, shh, I want to hear this.
Stuart know this song?
That's true. What kind of station would James listen to?
It's a small town in the middle of nowhere. It's probably going to be either country or an oldie station.
Dude, I love
Get
all
my
these.
hands up to plant my
In that case,
song.
it's country.
In my case, it's country.
Man, this country music reminds me of a lot of stuff. You want to hear a whole bunch of stories on the way back?
Listen to the
I'm in a
radio.
lot of places. James? Stuart's just gonna grab his shoulders a little bit. James?
You stole an effing truck. Just because we know somebody in the police doesn't mean he can hide Grand Theft Auto.
I will blame it on Vinny. It'll all be
He's gonna have some fucking clouds going after him now.
I'll just say this fella, when he came in, he's like, yeah, I'm here to pick up the truck. I said, oh, the truck's over there. So he went and got the truck. It's perfect. I mean, no
crap.
stopped him. So, couldn't have been that conspicuous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. We'll see how that works out.
Yeah, do you want to burn?
A fair point.
Okay. Buds again. Yeah.
You steal an awful lot.
For the cause.
Mm-hmm.
I gave you that fire extinguisher, and that's from my heart.
And that was when James decided Stuart would never know where he lived.
That's fair.
Holy shit. Oh God. Okay, Morgan's like in the back seat. Actually, what kind of does James's truck have? Like their two front seats, or is it just like one big front seat, or is there like
It's just the one big.
big front seat?
Yeah.
So Stuart sitting in between Morgan and James, and you're going to pick up Ralph. Ralph, you've hit the. I'm gonna say that like you've hit the truck pretty well, unless somebody comes like into the rubble piles, they won't see the truck. It is well enough hidden. I just pictured like you three rolling up, and Ralph is just like standing like there in the center of all this rubble, like, hi.
Get in.
Man, can you imagine that thing was unregistered? These repossessions can be a real devil.
He's sitting right here.
That's not my book. Ugh. That's not me.
Clearly, our next between hunt thing is going to have to be team building exercises.
Oh shit.
James,
Plan.
I'll get you one.
We're doing great. We're a team. It's fine.
As long as we don't call my dad next time.
That will be its own team building exercise.
Journey is gonna make like a toboggan track, and everyone's gonna do toboggan racing.
Street luge.
It's gonna be cool runnings.
Ralph, would Ralph be able to fit in the front seat, or would he have to get into like the bed of the truck?
Probably in the bed, unless he wanted to be like Ralph and Morgan with Stuart sitting in somebody's lap. which would not be legal, but neither would somebody laying in the back of the truck. So
Neither would stealing a car. I'll be in the back of the truck. It'll be fine.
Picture you guys like putting like a mattress or pillows down for when you did have to use James's truck again to travel with more than 3 people. Just lay down on the mattress as the mattress is moving around the bed of the truck.
Just one bungee cord, but it still keeps sliding back and forth.
Ah. Hey, at least you're comfortable. Also, you don't hurt yourself.
It helps.
Exactly. Are you guys going back to the bookstore to go back and tell Cassie and Jernia what you have managed to do?
I mean, if they really sent me pictures, then I'm already pissed.
do we get cell reception at the house though? I guess that would be.
Yeah.
I seem
Yeah,
to recall it being something of an issue at one point.
there
didn't
was
know- we
something
fixed it.
blocking it for it blocks calls, but you're able it blocks calls, I say. Whenever you guys first got there, before you guys managed to like set up the computer room, you weren't able to send texts or calls, but you can now.
Okay.
Now that the computer room is like ongoing and fixed up and the electricity is back on, you guys are able to do that.
Then I guess we go back to the bookstore. And,
Oh, did we still want to go get more fire extinguishers?
I will say, if you guys want to go get more fire extinguishers, you have gotten them. And you
yeah, we'll
find your
probably
way
go a few
back.
extra.
All right.
You've gotten them. Everybody is able to hold like 2 fire or 3 fire extinguishers. Actually, those things are kind of heavy. Maybe 2. They can be heavy, I say.
They come in a variety of sizes.
Unless you're grabbing the small ones.
If we wanted to buy in bulk, the small ones would probably be what we could find the most of.
Yep.
The ones like you keep in your house.
Yeah. Okay.
I say that. I've
Yeah.
got one of the big red ones here, but
We've got a small one here. Yeah, you guys are able to go shopping, grab a bunch of these small ones, and then head back to the bookstore with your loot. And go back to the house if you so desire. I feel like Jernia's already standing at the door, like fucking foaming at the mouth. Arms crossed. Welcome home, the mansion, to the mansion.
We
so
got
you hit at me. It was
presents.
baby geniuses I do.
What?
He's pointing at you, Ralph.
Did you at least get the items we needed for the scrying?
Yeah, I got some clown stuff, some makeup.
It's like a caked makeup brush with white cream makeup on it, and
That would look
and then a pan of makeup, I guess.
I take those and retreat to the library before Jarnia can, unleash on anybody.
I like how Deca
Breath is
freezes
coming
in
out.
that moment. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, repeat that because you.
Yeah.
It's in character.
Yeah. It happens on Tuesdays too. Don't worry.
Sorry, you were
Um,
saying.
You guys just can see the breath coming off of Jernia.
Hey,
I hand her a
Jan,
fire extinguisher and walk away.
Now you're safe.
Yeah. Safe.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that picture? Bring up the picture.
Oh, that's the truck. I said it was a fire truck. Why do you guys all expect it was like a toy or something?
You stole the fire truck.
Yeah.
From the circus.
Yeah.
Where'd you get the gun from?
I mean, take a guess.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Listen, you got magic, I don't. I gotta make do.
That's true.
That is true.
That doesn't mean Grand Theft Auto is your solution every time.
I didn't steal it, Ralph did.
You know that tracks.
Oh.
What?
Also,
Listen.
I'm not sure that you can call it Grand Theft Auto if he's stealing a gun. That's just theft.
You just can't resort to theft every time.
Oh, I can.
Ralph
should.
can, because that's what he does, apparently.
That's his thing. Sorry, don't want to step on toes. But like, I need something to defend myself. You got you got blue magic. Very nice blue magic. Very nice. But I can't do that. I gotta make do. And when you need a gun, real quick, you gotta do.
One of these days, I will try to teach you.
That would be cool.
We'll see.
But dish, Ralph.
I thought that was good. Yeah.
I walk away.
She's gonna cool off.
Somebody's going to die, and Stuart is the one that says, "Of fun." Oh my god. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, James. Let's do your scrying.
Please
Let's do my scrying.
Do your scrying.
Do I need one roll for both of them, or individual rolls?
I'm gonna say individual rolls. I'll give
Okay.
you 2 rolls. I will. So okay. The makeup brush, Stuart, you have said that the makeup brush is Jingles and the makeup pan is Pickles. Say who you're going to find first, and then make the roll.
We will do Pickles first.
Okay.
All right, that's another fail.
You can mark experience for that.
Yep. Do I get weird clowns talking to me now?
Weird clowns talking to you.
Just
The
looks,
only
points, honks his nose,
angry. The only sense that you get, it is a failure, so you don't.
Yeah, I don't know that I get anything at all. So
No. Actually, you do get something in the sense that you don't feel anything. If that
Yeah,
makes
so
sense. So
either
whenever
he's dead, or a bunch of clowns have used this.
yeah.
The
So-
infinity makeup.
Infinity makeup. You've noticed the last couple times that you've used the type of scrying magic, even when you failed, especially you realized whenever you were scrying on the papers, you know it didn't go right, but you still felt something.
Just like I can feel the
And-
connection trying to.
There's an attempted connection, and in this one, it just doesn't even attempt.
That's
It just
not good.
cuts.
Let's try Jingle. All right, so that's a 9. Works imperfectly.
So
Choose
it's
your effect.
and
All right, so
your-
I choose an effect, and you choose the glitch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The effect. We already knew what the effect was going to be, though.
Yeah, the effect. So you deserve another place. I'm just gonna say that the effect is short durationed.
Okay.
It's a very quick and it's a very quick snippet. What you see is familiar. You recognize the campgrounds that were near the mill. These were the campgrounds that you remember that the young girl had been camping before she entered the mill, basically.
And do I see Jingle there?
Very quick and very briefly, he is sort of just standing in the campground and looking around. You're not too sure what he's looking for. There's no indication. He's just kind of like turning his head consistently. And then it cuts.
But I'm aware that this is right now.
Yeah.
This is a current.
Mhm.
All right, I go running downstairs. I've got the location of one of the clowns. Jingles at the campsite that we had to go through when we were doing our previous investigation. He's there right now, so we probably need to go. And I grab a fire
And bring
extinguisher
the
on the way out.
truck.
Here, I just offer up mine.
Then it's back to the bookstore.
All right.
We're going to have to try some big magic at some point and make a more permanent door.
Everyone is going.
Stuart will, at least.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to drive the truck.
Okay. So what is your plan?
James
How-
is planning to drive straight to the campsite.
Straight to the campsite.
Because this is one of
Okay.
the clowns, not necessarily the big guy, so I don't think we'll need the fire truck.
I mean, the last clown we found sort of exploded, so
That's what I got the fire extinguisher for.
Okay. So who would all be going with James?
I can fit two in my truck comfortably. I can fit everybody else in the back.
Cassie will take her own car.
'Kay.
Since
Journey will
the
go.
car's parked at the side of the bookstore.
Journey will go because she is. If another clown explodes, she just brings up the ice wall.
So who's gonna go with James then?
I will.
Stuart will.
I'll go
Okay.
with James.
Jernia, you're okay.
James.
Perfect. Cassie's bringing her own car. Ralph, are you going to the bed of the truck or are you going with
I-
Cassie?
I'm going to go in the bed of the truck, but I'm going to complain the whole time that we're not going to go pick up the truck.
I want my truck.
We're
James,
not getting
James, sorry.
the
Ralph, it's not
goddamn
your
fire
truck.
truck.
If we're not going to use it, why is it here?
We'll
Why
use it
did
when
we
we lure
try
out the big guy. We don't want to tip our hand that we've got it until then.
That's a very good question.
Fine.
Morgan, are you going into the bed of the truck with Ralph or are you going to go with Cassie?
I'll vibe in the truck bed.
Sorry, Cassie, you're going alone.
It's all good.
Well, no. It's going to be like,
Oh, Cassie's all alone? Oh, I'll be with Cass.
Okay. Perfect. Morgan and
It's all
Ralph
beautiful.
just doing some bonding in the back of the truck.
Arm wrestling.
Arm
Ooh, yeah.
wrestling.
All right.
A
With
goddamn
our
fire
plan
truck.
set and everybody moving forward to get to Jingles at the campground, we are going to cut it early for tonight. We could run till 10, but unfortunately, if we do get into this now, we will probably run a little too late. So I'm going to save this big and enjoyable set motion for next time. Of course, I'm going to go right into our sponsors. So thank you, D&D Beyond. That is the letter N, Beyond.com. We may not use it tonight, but be sure to check it out on Mondays and Thursdays. And of course, Lucky Dice Cafe. Once everything is blown over and you're looking for games in the live games, in the Huntsville, Alabama area, be sure to check it out. We do have a YouTube and a Patreon. Don't forget to check those out. We post a lot of character information and fun little things about campaigns, and including Session Zeros on Patreon. We also, I say, Cap also is a very good DM, and he will help you build worlds and build everything else around campaigns that you want to run and create. We are not done for the week. We do have Descent into Avernus tomorrow. Then we'll have our weekend break, of course. Don't forget to come back for the Escorts on Monday. We're not playing Familiar Faces right now, but maybe there'll be familiar faces in a couple more episodes. We'll see. And of course, Tuesday has Valley by Night, and then Wednesday we will be back for some Monster of the Week and maybe a big battle. We'll see. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Of course, I want to thank my players. We've got Cody playing Stuart, Jason playing James, Decca playing Jernia. We've got Molly playing Morgan. We've got Steve playing Ralph, and we've got Maddie playing Cassie. Be sure to come back next week because it'll be a lot of fun. All right. Wash your hands. Stay safe out there. Goodbye.